Hello, I'm Dawn from Dawn's Inspirations, and I wanted to share this really quick and effective project with you. It's called a magic wallet. It's a great project to make, and the beautiful thing about it is you can pop some money in there for a birthday or a gift, and every time they open up the wallet, the money moves into a different part of the wallet. It's just a lovely thing to have. I can always remember my granddad having one of these, and it used to absolutely amaze us as children as well why the money kept moving and how did the money move from each place in the wallet. And I can remember being fascinated by it all, and I made this on Hochanda TV, and even the presenters were amazed by it. So I've been asked to do a quick video tutorial to show how to make the magic wallet. So to make this particular project, I'm using 4 of A6 cards. I'm using Craft UK cards here. These are A6 in size, and the ones I'm using have got the nice hammered effect. I've got 4 lengths of ribbon. This is about 1/2 inch in width, and these are 7 inches long. Okay, you're going to need, I'm using the Calal all-purpose glue. So that's the glue I'm using, which is my glue of choice. A lot of you that follow me will know that. I've got some double-sided tape, a pair of scissors, and I've just got a bone folder as well. So let's get on with the project. So the first thing we're going to do is burnish the score lines on the cards. Now all of the cards here have got a natural score line anyway, and the reason I'm using these cards is there are 250 GSM. So by scoring them in half, we're creating a 500 GSM, and then when we make the wallet, we're putting 2 together, so we've got a nice sturdy weight to the project. So first thing to do is to seal our cards closed. So I'm just going in with my Calal glue. So you could use any glue, but this is the glue of choice that I like to use. So just go in with that, smudge that all around so that sticks, and we're doing that on all 4 of these. And by using the hammered textured effect card on here, I've not got to worry too much about any extra decoration. I've got a nice topper ready for this project, but it's a great project to do. I made one for my nephew with a gift voucher in for his birthday and put a camper van on it, and he was absolutely fascinated by it and took it to school for show and tell to show all his friends. So you know, I think this project is great for children of any age, for adults of any age too. You know, I can always remember my granddad with his magic wallet, and you know, it's just so fascinating, and it has fascinated a lot of adults too. I know there's lots of ways you can make this. This is the easiest way that I've found to make this, and this is the one I'm going to share with you today, because I feel anybody can make this project. So all I'm doing now is just moving that glue around just to make sure I've got it nicely dispersed underneath, and it's glued all the edges. Okay, so I'm going to pop 2 of these cards to one side, and I'm just going to work on 2 to start with. So I'm bringing in 2 lengths of my ribbon, and I'm going to make a cross on card 1. So the first thing I need to do is to attach these to the back. So I'm just going to flip this over, and I'm going to attach these with some double-sided tape. It's just, I find it easier to do that way. So what I do is put a tiny little bit of double-sided tape on that piece first, and then hope this comes off under the lights here. It plays ball. Yeah, that's come off nicely. Okay, so this is going to be stuck on here, and then this one. Oh, let's just check this going the right way. No, it's not, so let me just bring that across. So let's just check we're going the right way. So it's going to go there. So bring that back round that way, and then this one round here. So I'm going to bring that one round this way. Okay, so I've got both of those where I want them to be. I'm just going to bring this one a bit neater. Now I'm just using some ribbon that I had in my crafty stash here. I would not tend to go for anything thicker than I've got here, which is a 1/2 inch in thickness, because if it's too thick the money isn't going to be able to move freely inside the wallet when it's played with. And it is played with really, because it's like a magic trick, isn't it? So I'm just adding the double-sided tape on the top as well, and the reason I'm doing this is because this is where the wallet is going to get most of its wear. So I flip that back over and make our cross, and this is where you have to have all fingers and thumbs, because now we need to attach this part of the ribbon to the back of card 2. So I'm going to do like I did with card 1. I'm going to put a tiny bit of tape just on the end, and what we need to do is to have it firm but not too firm. So I always say have it firm enough that it's taut, but not too firm that it's going to buckle the card. And the way you're going to do this is, it is a bit fingers and thumbs. So I'm going to pull this taut. So I've got that taut on my card, so I'm holding this one still at the moment. Take card 2, match it right up next to it and press down, and then that's attached that to the back. Okay, and we need to do the same with this side here as well, and this is where you do have to sort of have a go at trying to do it with 2 hands. It is doable, just take your time with it, and at the end of the day, as I say, it's only a piece of paper, so don't worry about it. So I'm going to bring this under here now. So I'm pulling this piece of ribbon taut and having it where I want it to be. Got my top card, card 2. Make sure it's all lined up and then stick down. So that's what you should have afterwards. Now I'm just going to flip this over so I can attach the back, and I'm going to do exactly what I've done here, because I want to keep that firmness with the cards and the ribbon. Okay, you can use any width of double-sided tape you've got. This is just what I had in my craft bag. Okay, so that's that stage, that's the first part. Now we need to bring in another 2 pieces of ribbon, and this time these are going to go across this way. So the first thing we need to do is attach these on the back of here. So I find the easiest way to do this is to turn these over, and we're going to attach them on here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of ribbon again, on there, peel that off, and that one off as well. Then I'm going to attach this ribbon on here, and again with this one. I'm going to flip everything back over again now, so we're back working on the front. So this time this ribbon's going to come across, and it needs to be threaded to the back of here, and the same with this one here as well. Okay, so this is a bit where we have to go fingers and thumbs again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop some double-sided tape on here just to help me to start with. The more you make these, the easier it does become, and I must say I've made a few now. I mean, I think they make just great gifts for people of all ages. It's just nice if you give money to somebody for a present or something. It just makes it a bit special than just sticking some money in an envelope. So I'm pulling this taut again, but this now has got to go underneath this one. So I'm just going to lift this slightly, making sure everything is taut. I'm going to pull. This is where I said you have to be all fingers and thumbs. So I'll just pull that tight. Excuse my hands for sliding around. So when I'm happy that my ribbon's tight enough there, and I've got it tight enough under here. I'm going to hold it with that finger and press down, so it's now attached at the back. And then we've got to do exactly the same with this one here, and this is where it does get really hard with this one, but it is doable. You know, you can do it. So the thing is just to have a practice, have a play, and at the end of the day, you know, with the price of these cards from Hochanda, they're really good value. It's just a great way to make this project and try it out. So I'm just pulling my ribbon tight. So I'm holding onto the card, pulling my ribbon tight, making sure my cards are butt up close together, and move my hand away. Okay, so you can see the cards are close together here now, and my ribbons are underneath. I'm going to flip it over again, and I now need to attach some double-sided tape. I'm just going to cut this little piece off here, because what I've done is, because I've done all the ribbons the same length to make life easier for instruction purposes, the ones that go across don't need to be as long as the ones that are going downwards. So I'll put some more double-sided tape on the back here. Okay, just pop that on. So that's the back of your project, and that's the front of your project, and you can see it's quite butt up tight. Now we're going to bring in these other two cards that we glued, and we're going to glue those onto here. Oh, I haven't put my double-sided tape on here, so let's pop that on. So I'm going to go in again with the Colour All Purpose, but before I go in with the Colour All Purpose, I am also going to remove the backs of these double-sided tapes, because it's going to help with the gluing process. So let's just get these off here. I'm just going to take those off. If you've got any bits that are overhanging, just tuck those in. You could use the red line double-sided tape if you wished, not a problem at all, but because we're gluing this over the top as well, I don't really think there's any need, and with all the other projects I've done, I've just used the normal double-sided tape and it's been absolutely fine. Just getting this tape off here, that's the worst bit. I need to get some more easy finger lift, I think. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the glue, so I'm going around the edges as well, because I want this now to have a nice firm stick all across in the middle as well. Okay, just make sure I've got enough glue on there, because we don't want the wallet to fall apart when it's being played with. I've got another card here that's we've stuck together, and I'm just going to line these up, and just take your time to line them up carefully, and then press firmly. You could always go in with your bone folder. See a little bit of the glue seeping out there, that's not a problem. It's better to have it seeping out and know you've got it tight on those edges. And the great thing about this glue is if you wipe it away while it's wet, it doesn't mark your project at all. And I'm going to do exactly the same on this side as well. I've had so many great messages about this project. It's been a really successful project, and it's nice to know on the Essential Card shows that you're enjoying all the card folds and the demonstrations on Hochanda TV as well. You know, it's a joy to bring them along and to have the response and the messages from you all. It's great to hear that you're enjoying the demonstrations over on Hochanda TV, and I must say, I think I can speak to with all the guest demonstrators that it's nice to come and show the products and demonstrate them and show you as many different things as possible that you can do with them. It's a joy just to demonstrate and show you these lovely projects. So I'll just put my glue on all over there. Going with my last card. Again, just make sure it's all lined up, and then just give that a rub with your fist, or if you've got a bone folder, just run it over with a bone folder. All this is doing is dispersing the glue underneath, because that glue will have that bit of movement time. If you've got any around your edges, just wipe it off while it's still wet. But that's your magic wallet made. So I've made that in under 15 minutes. So let's go ahead and add a little bit of decoration. So I've got a little snowman here that I've already coloured in. So we'll pop him on here. Then this can be a Christmas project. So stick him on with some of my glue. And the nice thing about having the hammered cards is you've not got to worry too much about any other decoration. Now when you're decorating your magic wallets, I would say try and keep your decoration fairly fine, not too fat. Try and keep it quite flat. I'm just going to use a bit of the tacky to put a little embellishment that I've got on here. Get the glue out. There we go, it's probably a bit too much. Take a bit off with my bone folder. There we go. I've just done a little ribbon with a metal snowflake on there. So that's our magic wallet done. Let me just bring in some others that I've done with some decoration so you can see some ideas. This one I've made, this was for an 18th birthday. So I've just put 18th birthday on the back, and this is using some of the decoupage that has been on the Hochanda website. So I think this is great for a birthday project. This was another one using the decoupage, and this was using the men's decoupage with all the tractors and the trains and things, but great for a child as well. You know, a child that's into diggers, you know, what a great way to add some embellishment to a magic wallet. So you can really decorate these up how you wish. So let's take our money out of this wallet here, and let's see if this one is dry enough now that my embellishment's dry. So this is the one we've just made, and my embellishment's not quite dry, so I just have to hold. I'll take it off for a minute. So let's put our money inside. Going to pop it on top of there. Okay, close the wallet, open the wallet, open the wallet. Every time it's in a different place. It's just magic, and it just amazes me every time I do it. I mean, I can put the money on this side, close it up. It's just amazing. I just still can't believe how it happens, but it does. And that's the magic wallets. That's my version of the magic wallet. I'm Dawn from Dawn's Inspirations, and I hope you've enjoyed this project that I'm sharing with you on Hochanda TV. So do continue watching and sharing your ideas as well. I'd love to hear from you and love to hear your feedback. So I'm Dawn from Dawn's Inspirations, and thank you very much for watching. Bye bye for now.